Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD, and our little tutorial series. And I realised I didn't mark you as speed modules and you as efficiency modules. Done. We're gonna try and we're gonna try and beat the game, probably, if not this episode, the next episode. I'm gonna pop that down and say, robots, get rid of all these trees. Okay, my inventory's full. We're going to continue this belt down. And we're still waiting. We're waiting for these guys to spit out what we need for our first couple of efficiency modules for our next armor. My inventory is really full. I don't need that. I don't need that. I probably only need 200 track at the moment, so we'll add that to the auto trash, which will take it down to 100, and a certain amount of it will come back. Oops. Put that back. 50 seems about right. Go on, I'm inside the network. Alright, this episode we're going to try and bump out the last few things we need for getting off this rock. At 7, look, we'll do 10. And we want... Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, I have turned my volume up a little bit. There's been a debate about volume. Well, not really a debate. A discussion about volume in the Factorio. Ooh. I need speed module 1s. And all my speed module 1s are being chewed up to make speed module 3s. Okay. Actually, that's really easy to do. Excellent. So we're actually going to make it 10. That makes 5. Alright. So you need blue circuits and you need speed modules. That makes you really easy to do. We're going to bring our blue circuits in on this side. And we're going to bring in our speed modules on the same side. And then we'll have our output at the top. Yeah, there was discussion about volume. And I said, look, you know, my volume is... my volume, I set off my phone. And I want to be able to hear my YouTube volume at a comfortable level when listening and watching on my phone. And basically max on the phone is where I want to be. And a couple of other guys are like, you know, but that's you know, I don't want to be at max. I want to be research. Alright, we'll leave research for a minute. I want to be a little bit less than max. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's basically where the discussion ended. I know, riveting. And I thought, you know, after watching a couple of my own videos recently, I'm like, yeah, look, maybe my volume is a little bit low. Because I do have to turn it all the way up. So I thought, you know what, let's try again with a little bit lower volume. So, rocket control units need blue chips, nice and easy, and they need speed module 1s. These guys take 30 seconds to make. These guys take 15 seconds to make. So if I've got 10 of them, I need 5 of these guys. Sounds simple enough. Output, output, output. Rip off that extra bit of belt. And we want red and green in here. And we've mixed belts enough times that this should be pretty easy to do. Nope, wrong one. We want that one. We want it down 1 square. We'll plug that in there. Hook that up. Bring in reds 1 tile higher. Oops, it goes like that. Greens will come in here. I had a blueprint of lots of belts. disconnect that one. And then drag my belts from there. Oops. It's not in a straight line, JD. Rip those off, 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 rip those off. We want to underground that one. And we'll make it well and truly underground, so it's out of our way. Bring you across, and across, and out. And we just need some power poles. There, and there. And hook them up. Alright. And you guys need an output, of course. So yes, comment about the audio, please. Tell me what you guys think. Too loud, too quiet, was fine before. I don't know. I'll obviously watch my own video back on... I want 2 of those. I'll obviously watch my own video back on my phone as soon as it's uploaded and everything else. And see what I think as well. Maybe I'll stay this high, maybe I'll come back down. Where are those? Oh, there they are. Next we need low density units, low density structures. Again, we'll build 10 of them. That should be 10. Hey! Alright. That one. Tech. Let's do this. We're literally just topping off what little research is left. So we've got a lot of steel, a little bit of copper, and a little bit of plastic. So that means 3 items in. And although they don't use them terribly fast... Oh, they've got a really long crafting time. It should be fine. We should be able to split the copper and the plastic on one belt. Hopefully. Remove that. That was a crunch. The pickaxe. Oh, military 4. Oh, I forgot one. So that's that one. We want copper. Which we want to line up right about there. And then after we've placed it, we will need to upgrade the throughput to blue belt. Done. Thank you. Alright, that's that. And then we needed steel. Let's do cluster grenades. We need steel. Where's the blue inserter? There. Oh, there. There. Output. Belt for the input. Belt, come on. Nope. Belt for the output. Chest there. Feed them in. Power the whole thing up. It's pretty pointless powering up until I actually got resources in it, but, you know, whilst you're here, whilst you got power poles in the hand. Steel. Thanks. Coal liquefaction, which I believe I covered this already, but it's tech for basically when you've got no oil. Alright, it takes heavy oil in with coal and makes steam, produces more heavy oil out, plus some light fuel, light oil, plus some petroleum. With a roundabout method, basically you can make an infinite loop, using the heavy, using the light, using the excess heavy, and using the light to convert to petroleum and do your petrochem that way. it's something I honestly haven't spent a lot of time playing with. Because since 0.15, which is the current version of Factorio, oil became so much less of an issue than it was in 0.14. Which is great. Look, we'll just wait for the bots to put that down. We're missing a little bit of power. That's it. Nuclear fuel reprocessing, which we haven't even gotten a nuclear fuel, actually. I'm sick of waiting. Thank you, bots. You were a little bit slow, but alright. Come on, that should be them cranking along. That one's cranking along. So the only other thing we need to get off this rock is we're going to need some satellites. Well, actually, first off, let's look at our... Alright, so we need some more power poles, say there, with another roboport down here, with some more belty goodness. Sure. Oops, off center again. JD. It's alright. It's pretty easy to clean up when you got bots. I forgot to underground you two to keep you running down the bus. Go away. So we want to make, let's just, that shall be our satellite. Our satellite needs lots of materials. So let's start with the easy ones. Which is, of course, outside the robot network. Look, we'll fix that in a minute. We need low density structures. We just made those. So let's say low density structures, request them in. We need blue chips, which are still on a belt. Again, that's pretty easy to grab. It is literally right here. Put inserter there, inserter there. Rocket fuel, which is right at the top of the map. But we've got plenty of that, so we can just bring that in. Then we have radars, we have accumulators, and we have solar panels. So let's bring in our radars, which we're not actually producing anywhere, but we only need 5 radar. So let's make 10, and let's put these 8 into the network, and eventually a bot will come pick them up. Finally, we need 2 more items, being solar panels and accumulators. And we're going to do 1 chest there, 1 chest there. Input, input. Hopefully I've left enough room. I don't know if I have. You need 2 materials in, 1 material out. I have not left enough room. But that's okay, because in Factorio, after you get robots, it's as quick and easy as that to move things around. We want more room, so let's put you down here. Put our splitter back in. Didn't line that up, but that's alright. Alright. And we want you... What's that? 10? Yep. And we want 10 of you as well. Making solar panels. Copy these across. Alright, so we need iron plate and batteries, which is really, 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 really easy. If I have any blue inserters. It seems I does not. Have I run out? I've run out of lots of things. Bots, bring me stuff. Actually, you know what? because I'm lazy, I want to build now. We'll blueprint just one of them, and we'll place them down at input. Place them down as just blueprints. The bots will come sorted out. Alright, and you need 3 items. You need steel, electronic circuits, and copper. So let's grab iron and batteries. Iron and batteries, like I said, 2 easy ones. We're just going to delete that out. And put that there. Put that there. Yep. Alright, iron is here. We need our little split off, which is, oops, right there. I'm out of undergrounds as well. Come on, bots. I don't quite need 1,000 belts anymore. 300, please. 300 is more than enough. We'll actually send some of this back. Underground. There to there. There to there. There to there. Put that one in there. Alright. Easy enough done. 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2. Now, accumulators is something I didn't build because they are part of basically a solar setup. And I decided, look, solar is something normally people rush for because it's free energy after you go through the infrastructure requirements of actually placing down solar in the first place, or building the solar in the first place. Then all the power becomes free. The catch is, it's actually really expensive to build solar in the first place. And so far, if we click on a power pole, we're powered purely by steam. Actually, production, coal. Nope, coal. Let's go to 1 minute. We're using 5k coal a minute to power the base, which is quite a bit when you consider it. But we've got enough resources, it really doesn't matter. We need a roboport. Right there will do. Now these are in range, they'll actually bring in some of the items we've requested. Now we want... Oops. So you've got steel and copper, which is conveniently not mixed here. Bugger. And green circuits. Green circuits is the easy one. We want green circuits from about here somewhere. And we actually want to feed them in like, thank you. We'll finish off the last of the last of the last research. We want to feed green circuits in there. Right there. We want to go under that mess and under that mess with that one in there. So big green circuits down the middle, and then we just need steel and copper. Steel and copper. That's copper, that's steel. Alright. And we want it probably up high is the easiest place to deal with it. So let's get rid of that. And put that one on top of that one. Upgrade it. And then we're going to trim out a bit here for another one. We're going to bring you under. Yeah, we don't have enough room. Do not have enough room. Actually, what we'll do is I'll pull it out this side. I want to get this stuff only on half a belt, so let's go down, around, in, and then into an underground, and like so. There we go. We've got a half belt, oops, of each. Nope. And of course it's way too high now. It should be about right. I'm going to bring you down, and look, you know what? We'll even bring you in on long-handed inserters. Down around. Nope, wrong square. Down one more. Probably out one more as well. Alright. Getting there slowly. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. That didn't work. Try again, JD. There and there and there. That's the output. I guess you're going to output straight into the chest. There, and there. Power pole the whole thing up. Belt. Oh no, whopping grabbing solar panels sitting on a belt. Looks a bit weird when I first saw it first time as well. Alright. So you're almost ready to go. We're just waiting on the solar panels. Now I've put passive providers here, so we can lock them off and say, look, we will have some solar built. It means that our satellite making machine always gets first request, and he needs an output, and we're going to cap him to just 1. Satellites stack in a stack of 1 because they're really expensive. What else do I have to fix? Rocket shooting speed, because we're launching a rocket to space, and we want it to go as fast as possible, obviously. What do you need? Rocket fuel, which is being delivered ever so slowly. So we'll bump that to 20, because it's just got to come from so far away. It's built all the way up here, actually, and it's not marked on the map. Rocket fuel, confirm. Satellite. I keep losing. Satellite's one of those things I just lose every time. Satellite, there. And what was that? Rocket control unit. There. And low density structures there. Alright. So last thing we actually need is the all important. I'm going to find it. That one. A rocket silo. So we need steel 1,000, please, sir. And we need to clear our inventory of as much shit as we possibly can, because we're going to handcraft this thing. There's no need to build an assembler for this one. We can just build this in our pocket. Because look, it takes 30 seconds. We need concrete, sir. Actually, I requested steel, but we never actually put steel in the network. In fact, Most of our raw resources do not go in the network. I've got 1,000 steel. Oops, stop holding down F, JD. Alright, so we need concrete, which is in the network. We need electric engines, which are maybe in the network. We want 200 of those. Alright, that's 1,000. That's a little bit more than 1,000. We're going to run down here. We're going to find somewhere to dump some of this stuff. Alright, batteries can go straight into... Nope. These guys. Red circuits can go straight into those guys. Blue circuits can go straight into those guys. Green circuits, yep, you can have a stack of them. It seems that we're not having any we're not having any electric engines being delivered. So we'll just find a belt, stand on a belt. 50, 150, 200. And I'll put those. Thank you. 200 of those. 200 of those. So we just need blue chips, which of course I just cleared out of my inventory. Blue chips. 200, please, sir. And same story. We'll just suck up this belt for a little bit. 200 and change. So that just leaves our concrete. Where the hell's our concrete, bots? Sure we made concrete. We did, right here. Bring the concrete. Haha. I see flying concrete. 150, 160. Obviously, the higher up I run, the less the bots have to fly with the stuff. So I'll wait till the heat cache outs me. Stop, let them dump, run up a little bit higher, let them drop off. Getting almost close enough we can pick it up ourselves. Where is the concrete machine? Around the corner, I bet. Right there. Right there. So, we need 60 concrete, which has probably made itself all the way down to storage. Here we go. We can make one rocket silo. Change that back to 100. What else? What else did I request? That's about it. I don't mind having blue circuits. Actually, only 100 of them, because that's one stack. And let's run all the way down to the bottom of the base. Actually, where should we put the rocket silo? You know what? Science is right here. We're going to put it right beside science. Because in 15, the rocket silo, where'd you go? In my toolbar. In my tool belt, rather, because that seems perfectly logical. Alright. No, actually, we'll pick it up. Yeah, we'll put it way over to the side. Alright. We need a big... Well, we don't need a big power pole. We can go with a little power pole. Alright. We need special items now. We need 4 of them. Actually, you know what? We're right about on the end of an episode. So, you know what? I'm going to call it here for this episode. I'm going to thank you guys for watching, as I always do. We're ticking through research. It's almost finished. Red and green seem to be the slowest at the moment, but that's because all the research needs red and green, whereas only some of the research needs blue and military and everything else. But we're going to call it here for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode where we launch a rocket. We're going to get off this rock. That's not bad. That's what? This is 35, so that'll be 36. 36 episodes, one day, call it 16 hours of playtime, and we're done with what was the game in version 15, but in version 14. But we'll talk about that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. As always, when the end cards pop up on the left-hand side, you'll find the subscribe button along with the Patreon link. If you guys wish to support the channel, it's always appreciated. That's the best spot to do so. On the right-hand side, you should find the playlist for this series, in case you missed something along the line, along with a link to a suggested video from the YouTube bots, because they think you'll like that video. So, I don't know, give that one a watch too. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye!